Truesonians. Welcome to my, I do this every time, don't I? Welcome, what day is it? Friday. Welcome to Friday, July 4th, 2025 at 7:57 a.m. DMV Standard Time. This is probably going to ruffle some feathers. But here we are. Here we are. And, so, I have pins everywhere. So, we're going to talk about the ether. And elemental magic. And individuation. But I am going to start off by challenging the mystics. Because there's no way in the world I'm going to be able to speak to everyone, nor should I want to. And honestly, I don't. It gets a bit tricky trying to be the most authentic in one's expression as we possibly can when we're trying to cast a wide net. Being outside is always a whole bunch of critters. And I don't mind the critters, but it's the biting that scares me. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. I know it's an insult in some cultures. Bite me. Don't bite me. I'm too soft. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Okay, so strictly for the mystics, I'm in my MysticGurl summer bag because I don't have the means or the budget to do the hot girl summer, and I'm not even. Let's talk about it. I'm not even in, and it's been probably about nearly 4 years. I've been celibate 4 years, and I have had the most magical, mystical experiences because I'm not sexually drained. I'm not, I want to get into it, but see, then it's going to sound elitist, and it probably is. It probably is, because I am not just round here popping it and whipping it. And so then my mind isn't all cluttered up with what I now call unnecessary heartbreak and the hemorrhaging of emotion. And when I began this journey, I wasn't sure, because I am a sensual creature. I'm really sensual. But I don't believe that I think I was misappropriating that currency, that priceless currency. So now that I'm not, I can't really put into words the type of experiences and encounters I've been having. I was just speaking to my daughter maybe a day or two ago, and I said, I've realized that I have better conversations with dudes that are not trying to get at me. Dudes, guys, fellas, are some of the most intriguing creatures when they not trying to pull up on you and all that fucking swag. It's like, get all that shit out the way. Get all that swag out the way and just be you. My nephews, my sons, my cousins, dudes that are not trying to holler at me, my co-workers, my homies, my best friend, like, dudes show up differently when they not trying to holler at you. And I have had some of the most my ex-husband, I've had some of the most remarkable, informative. Guys don't even realize how much they teach when they get all that swag and shit out the way and just have a regular, normal conversation. Those are the moments when I honestly lose myself. When you ain't around here trying to tell me what the fuck to do. Just talk. You'd be amazed at what women pick up and how they will just automatically begin to infuse that in their world. I am a bit disappointed at how the focus still remains on just this small aspect of relationships in romance, because it's not love. I also am, it seems quite peculiar how when we talk about love, it strictly goes to romance. Love is an entire cornucopia, and it spreads and morphs without. Ooh, the wind is blowing. All my papers are blowing everywhere. Okay. It's quite amazing, like the quality of conversation you can have with a guy that's not doing his Mac Daddy shit. And this is from the youngins to the elders. Like, I think that Mac Daddy shit get in the way, and I truly believe it's doing a disservice to our fellas, because for one, the gender wars are running rampant. And I will say this: if we're going to talk about spirit is genderless. It's outside of this physical realm. So I'm leery of anyone who's talking spirituality in terms of him or her. That's some wicked business. That's some wicked business. So, I wrote a whole lot of stuff, but right now I'm a little stumped because I got all this in front of me and I'm trying to figure out what it is I'm going to present first, or if I'm even going to present any of it. But on November 16th, 2023 at 11 a.m. DMV Standard Time, I wrote down some things in terms of my groove theory. Y'all remember the group groove theory? Yeah, honey. So I have this theory about the things that make me groove, and not just in terms of dancing and music. I really do step to my own beat, and it gets kind of outlandish sometimes. But I was born by myself. Even with all the siblings I've had, I was raised by myself. So many nooks and crannies of my lifeline, I have learned to entertain myself, be with myself. And it was a running joke when I was in my earlier adult years, where I say I have cleared over 10 siblings, but I was raised and feel like an only child, because it's 10 years between me and my older twin brothers, and it's 20 something years between me and my youngest sister. So there's a really big gap in how I was raised. So I was raised as an only child. Like my siblings, especially my older sisters, they were more so guardians. They cared for me. They taught me how to do my hair and how to deal with myself during my monthly cycles and what dudes to look out for and watch them heartbreakers. One of my sisters used to always say that, hey, be on the lookout for them heartbreakers. You don't need to be dealing with them. Because I think they already knew that I had a temperament. So it's like, nah. Before you be out here hurting, like, just don't. Just stay clear of the heartbreakers, and you'll be okay. And that's what I've noticed too with me. I've done very good with their advice. I've stayed clear of the heartbreakers. I don't do well with people that just want to get up in your tender spaces but have no regard for your whole being. I don't like that. But that's just me. Yeah. I'm here speaking for me, by me, for me. So my groove theory in 2023 was really focused on the Five of Pentacles. And I'm speaking to the mystics, so even if it's mystics that do not deal with tarot, you understand the language of tarot. And so for a long time, I was focused on being rejected or left out or not chosen. 2023 brought in something for me, and it was really challenging me, like, how you know all that wasn't favor for your flavor? How do you know that where you were counted out or deliberately not invited or deliberately overlooked for whatever reason, how do you know that wasn't so you could stay focused? Your coins being shorter than normal, because people like to clown you for not having no money. I had a lot of shame around that. I'm a Capricorn black woman. I had a lot of shame with had my pennies being low, not even having two nickels to rub together, or feeling like a penny with a hole in it. I had to reconcile, transmute all of that. I had to go into some of the most unique nooks and crannies of my soul and find my worth. Who am I without no money? Who am I still wearing the same clothes as 3 years ago and not feeling no way about it? I was born in this joint naked. So that's when I really started to weigh the pros and cons about who I am and why I am. And it really stripped me bare. Who are you with nothing? I'm grateful for tarot, and I'm grateful for my courage to face myself through my natal charting and all of the stuff that I had to endure quietly while everybody else was partying and making money and being all booed up and all this other kind of stuff. And I honestly had to find the space where I could still honor where they were as well as honor where I was. And it's called individuation. When you are able to understand what it's all about in terms of your individuation, none of us are having the same experience. None of us. None of us are having this identical existence. Even identical twins have separate perspectives and personas and points of views and experiences and encounters and love affairs, and even twins that are born joined at the hip have totally different experiences. You want to talk about a phenomenon? I can't remember the name of the twins, but one of them got married, joined at the hip. You trying to get down with your wife and your twin connected to you. This is the reason why I don't do generalizations. I said maybe a day or two, generalizations are home records. If you're not speaking in specifics, that's some wicked work. Because none of us are the same, nor are we having the same experience. We may be having a familiar experience, but we're not having the same experience. So, unless you are genuinely in tune to get to know who you dealing with, them generalizations will wreck your shit all up. Get specific. Start getting specific. Start knowing the difference between that shit you hear online and the shit you experiencing in your real life. Start honoring that. Start honoring the uniqueness that is you. And the differences in experiences. Because here's the thing. Let me tell you what gets caught up. And I'm going to say it both ways, because it goes both ways. Just because he treated you like that don't mean he going to treat me like that. Just because she treated you like that don't mean she going to treat me like that. Just because that's what y'all done does not mean that's what we're doing. So, and this is inside and outside of romance. Because different people draw out or pull in or pour in, all dependent on the frequency. And so if you are dealing with a man, woman, or child inside and outside of romance, if you are dealing with a mild, meek someone, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be with all that rah-rah with them because the frequency is different. But if you rah-rah and then you get around somebody else that's rah-rah, it's going to be combustible because that's the frequency that you're dealing with. And there is no right or wrong. It just is. It is the way that it is. And different people are they are conducive to the frequency. Human beings are conductors of energy, and we all carry a signature energy. And my mom used to speak about this a lot too, because she had a lot of children. My mom had 3 sets of twins and then some. So she would speak about the variations of personalities that we all had and how she had to maneuver to deal with all of us. She used to say, there's no way in the world I'm going to be able to deal with all of you the same, because all of you are not, all of you are not the same. So the way that I speak to this one is not going to be the way that I speak to this one. One of my brothers, I used to call him Uncle Gruff. He's not a Capricorn, but he just has this gruffiness that I understand. And the older I get, I'm respecting it more because I understand it more. But when I was younger, he was just a mean ass to me. And as he got older, my mom used to always have to talk about how, and literally to his face have to push him back. You are not my father. Back up. I had you. Because, you know, men get all grown and burly, and then they get this whole women are subservient shit, and then they really be trying to treat their moms that way. And my mom wasn't having it. My mom wasn't having it. Back your ass up. She was not one of those meek mild moms. Like, you gonna get crunk with her, she gonna meet you right at the threshold of your energy. But she didn't have to do that with everybody. Now see, me and my mom bumped heads, but it really was about my childhood, not me trying to tell her what to do. And she always made that distinction. My mom said, you would challenge me about stuff you didn't understand, about the details, about certain historical factors, but you're not around here trying to tell me how to be. Because I would tell her, Mom, me and you bump heads too. There is a difference. And so that brings me into my next, which will probably get misconstrued, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's my living experience. And I've said this before online. I've posted this before, but it's seeming to circle back a little bit more potent than ever before at how my mom literally started winning when she stopped being guy focused, when she stopped being male focused. Her credit over 800. She could buy anything in the world she wanted. She literally did 30 years in the federal government after having me, and she had me at 36. She retired with flying colors. Her attendance was perfect. Like, she had numerous awards for being that girl. She was a CPA for the federal government up in Rockville, Woodlawn. And she not only loved her job, she carried a different kind of aura with her when she began focusing on her and hers, her and her children and her children's children. When she started making moves with that type of motive, you couldn't knock her off her square. And she used to say, you know, it's a difference when you ain't got to lug around a heavy-ass, broken-ass heart. And, yeah, she was footloose and fancy-free. And didn't no dude come stay at the house. She ain't do dudes spending the night at the house. This where my kids be at. So, I don't know what term it was back then. Because I was born in 72. So I'm just going to say it in today's terms. Like, you want to hook up or whatever, that's cool. I can meet you at your house or however we do. But you can't be sitting up in here with me and my kids. You can't. And it took a minute for her to do, because I want to say that I truly started seeing that right around the time that I was going into junior high school. And she was just like, nah, nope, you won't be sitting around here saying you the king of nothing. And my mom is not what's considered a feminist, because she wasn't, who run the world? Girls, who run the world? That wasn't my mother. My mother still believed in love. She really applauded it when she saw it authentically. She was not bitter about men. She was just like, nah, I done had enough. I have enough empirical data to say that it's not mine. I have enough evidence for my individuation. And when I'm not trying to please you, I'm a better person. I don't have to put on all that makeup, them dumbass heels, that tight-ass contraptions called lingerie. I don't have to accommodate your fetishes, your wild-ass fetishes. I don't have to be handing out pussy at your demand. And I don't even have to worry about you. Who pussy is this? It's mine. Fuck is we talking about? It's mine, sir. If you wanted one, then you should have been born with one. But this one here is mine. And you're not about to shame me or guilt me on whatever I decide to do with it. And that's the liberation that I began to see as I was going into high school. Now, it didn't click in. It didn't click in till, post my marriage did it really truly kick in, because I was too busy trying to act like my mother didn't know nothing. Like, she was wrong about everything. Come to find out, it's a small percentage of stuff now that where we differ, and it ain't that much. And like I said, it wasn't because I was a mama's girl. I challenged my mom at every point. And I'm glad I did, because it's amazing when on your own terms you get shown another light. Like Cat Williams say, I can point you to the water. Ah, hold on, be sorry, be careful. And so, like I said, I'm so happy for that genuine pushback, because when the lessons really started to hone in, I had already known that I had did everything I could to prove it wrong. So now, divine timing is something. So here's the next thing, and then I'm gonna go ahead on and get off of here. I'm gonna split this up, because I know how to go a good 3-4 hours, but I said I was gonna stop doing that. I don't know. Divine timing, and it is attached to your individuation, which means it could be happening and popping for someone else, and yours might not come till later. What's unfortunate is that folks allow those that's popping to dictate to those that's not popping, when you may be popping in your earlier years and I can be popping in my later years, and if I'm listening to you, then I fell off track, because I ain't focusing on me, I'm focusing on you. So all the stuff that's going on in this political arena with these political barons, like the robber barons, these today political barons, what's going on with them, you already know they don't give a fuck about us, right? So here's what I propose, especially to the mystics and definitely to the women. We love being investigators to go through people's phones and shit, right here looking for motherfuckers with flashlights and shit. How about you use that investigative acumen to tap into some legislature? Like, go and put your eyes on it for yourself. Because if you don't like being cheated on, America is cheating the fuck on you right now. If you don't like people to lie to you, America is lying her fucking ass off to you right now. If you do not like folks showing up off, if you don't like folks showing up in inauthenticity, then that means it's time to check the House and the Senate. It's high time, it's been time. And the only way you're going to do that is stop chasing these dudes and banging them over the head because they cheating on you or not being loyal to you, when there is a greater force that's not being loyal to you. Double dipping. You want to talk about the metaphorical double dipping dirty dick motherfuckers? Then we need to go to Capitol Hill. That's where the bill at. That's what we need to do. So all that energy that you put into chasing that dude or chasing that girl or acting like you didn't see the red flags, let's be done with all of that. We're looking for the red flags, but it's not on romance no more. Because I tell you what, if we don't shift this focus, if we don't apply this investigative acumen, you know, women, when they get a hunch about something, how is it that you getting a hunch about this cheating ass dude, but you don't look and see how the shit that's going, that literally will have implications on your comfort, on your life, on your safety. If you want peace, you got to fight for that. So, the real cheater is them fucking taxes. You get taxed on your income and everything you consume, and I don't know. That's all I can think of right now. But you still getting fucking cheated on. You getting fucking cheated on. So, I'm gonna close with this. We gonna circle black. We circling black. and we're going to raise the frequency on the kisses on the forehead. I love me. I'm short, so I love me a man that would come kiss me on my forehead. It is such an activation, honey. And I am not talking about just those that I am in romance with. It's a powerful thing. Don't discount the butterfly effect. Don't discount the smaller things. Don't discount that. If you are a dude, if you are chiefly maneuver in your masculine essence, give more kisses on the forehead. And if you maneuver chiefly in your feminine essence, receive those kisses with grace. Man, woman, or child. If your dominance is masculine, regardless of your gender, lead with kisses on the forehead to those that identify in the frequency of femininity. I 1, 2, and 3. Language matters. So if you continue to be talking this third eye shit, then you're misleading people. And you are people. And you misleading yourself. Language matters. 1st, 2, 3. Not that this being called the third eye don't even make any fucking sense. 1st eye. 2, 3. It's the big wheel. It's the fucking big wheel. So, that's my groove theory. That's my groove theory in the transmuted essence of the Five of Pentacles. Now I look at the Five of Pentacles totally different now when it comes out. But I will, in our last moments together, show you what was on the bottom of the deck when I did a reading for myself yesterday. I don't mind showing up for other readers, mainly because I like their style and what it is they be talking about. But in terms of really giving me some instructions, I have to throw my own cards because they speak to me, because only I know me the way I know me. So the cards are going to mean something different to me than what it is that they are interpreting. And I don't have no problems. Trust me when I say I have no problems with the way others interpret. I do have a problem if I'm going to blindly just be listening to that shit. Because them general readings will throw you into such a tizzy. And then you got to tussle with all this unnecessary emotion. Learn how to read the cards for yourself so that it can speak directly to you without no middleman. We love these middleman scenarios. If you can't go directly to the source, meaning stop allowing others to tell you what's going on, because procrastination to one person is divine timing to another. Trash to one person is treasure to another. So, okay, 9 of Cups, and we're gonna close this thing out. So until next time, I wish you well, and yeah, shout out to the DMV.